I'm Allendale's chief meteorologist Ryan Martin with this midday weather update. Surface analysis shows our frontal boundary is moving very, very slowly across the central and eastern Corn Belt. The front now has pushed down to the Ohio River Valley in southern Indiana, southern Illinois, and actually it's down into extreme southern parts of Missouri. So over the course of the past couple of hours, we've seen a little bit better movement. High pressure is being analyzed coming in behind over portions of southern Wisconsin. However, it's not going to be the beautiful, sunny, all is right with the world kind of high pressure. As a matter of fact, it's almost just a placeholder. We're seeing scattered light shower action still holding behind the cool front across central and southern Indiana into central and southern Illinois. But farther north and west, we don't see much action. Then you get close to another frontal complex that's coming out of North Dakota and into Minnesota. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms have started to fire off. Going to watch this to develop probably into a bigger cluster of showers and storms in Iowa as we go through the day tomorrow. And eventually that cool front from the northern plains will ratchet on down across the rest of the Corn Belt, bringing rains to central and eastern Corn Belt locations Friday and into early Saturday. The rains do not look overly impressive. Iowa, southern Minnesota might end up with half to 1 inch rainfall totals. I think the rest of the Corn Belt probably will be a few tenths, and that's about it. Coverage, I don't like it any better than about 60% of the Corn Belt on the whole, although I will say that in Iowa and maybe even southern Minnesota, we could push that coverage closer to 80% before all is said and done. So a cooler, a slightly wetter forecast pattern in here to finish out the week and go into the weekend. What's interesting, though, is that the moisture still has been very hit and miss. There have been parts of the eastern Corn Belt, Indiana, Ohio, southern lower Michigan, that got next to nothing in the past 12 hours and probably won't get much more here short term. So there are holes out there, believe it. There are some areas that will still need rain after this is done. Temperatures will bottom out and be the coolest this weekend. Definitely looking at October-like temperatures across a large part of the Corn Belt. Still no real concern on frost, though, and we get back closer to normal as we go through next week. Watching for another frontal complex to work into the Corn Belt the second half of next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and then maybe working on from there. Doesn't look to be a big precipitation maker at this point, but the front will have half to maybe 1 inch rainfall totals out of thunderstorms, a half inch or less if it's just garden variety showers, mostly from the I-80 corridor southward through the I-70 corridor. Coverage, I still am going to put no better than about 70% out of that. Again, the best days probably Thursday into Friday of next week. The extended forecast pattern not showing much change either. The likelihood of a front in and around the 22nd, 23rd is still there. I like the timing. Models, though, especially the GFS, are in their flip-flop phase. They have the front yesterday, take it away today. More than likely it's back tomorrow. So timing is up in the air. I honestly don't think it's going to be nearly as strong as what the GFS was showing yesterday. I do think we have a front coming through just because of a transition to a trough coming in over the western third of the country. That will support better precipitation development. But right now, I'd say in and around that 22nd, 23rd time frame, probably more like a quarter to 3/4 inch rain totals coverage. Let's just say 60% right now. We might be able to bump that up, but it'll take a little bit more, a few more model runs before we get real comfortable with that. Otherwise, no major weather stories out there. Timely precipitation trying to hit hard red winter wheat areas as we get ready for planting. So generally speaking, just not a lot of excitement, which is, I suppose, the way we would like it. In the meantime, if you've got any questions on the weather, give us a call at Allendale. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin.